What's going on, guys? Smiv here. Welcome back to the channel. I return with two kids now. One is at nursery right now. The other is downstairs having a nap. So I'm squeezing in this video. I've actually filmed it and edited it down once and realised that my hair is a right old mess. Bring back the Turkish barber so I can get a little trim. I've decided to record this again with hat on so I can look a little bit more presentable for you. Anyway, as you can see from the title, I have entered the football shirt scene. If you enjoy football shirts, then go and check out my good friend here on YouTube, ELLIS. He is what has inspired me to do this sort of content. He's very good at what he does. He's been doing it all of lockdown, keeping us all sane. And during that time, he's gained a wealth of knowledge in the shirt scene and has passed it on to us minions who just like shirts. Now, I've wanted to do football shirt content for a while because I've got a little bit of a collection, hence this video. But I didn't want to step on Ellis's toes. So we have since had a conversation. He's like, yeah, he's giving me the thumbs up. I'm allowed to do it. And we will be collaborating soon. So if you want to check out Ellis's channel, the link is in the description below. But for now, I think we should just crack on with my shirt collection. You can see an empty hanger here. You know what's going to happen, didn't you? Introducing the greatest England football shirt of all time. And I know it's not an official England football shirt because this is just a training top. A mere training top. But it's the greatest England training top of all time. This should have been the World Cup 2018 shirt. It wasn't. It was this. And it was okay. Like, seriously, how do you make a plain white football shirt look good? You shake your tits, you jazz it up, and here is what you get. This is fantastic. Like, hands down, these two kits here are the best England kits that we've had over the years, in my opinion, IMO. This could have been up there, but they didn't choose it. It was just a training top. But it's that special that it goes into my collection as a football shirt because, look, it's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Will we better the semi-finals in the Euros? We've got a fantastic squad. Why not? Come on, England. Bring it home. Now, we're going to stay on the international front for just a second because we're going to... Ciao, mi chiamo Smiv e sono hal italiano. Or at least I like to think so. I grew up on Italian football probably because we didn't have Sky when I was younger, so we didn't really get access to the Premier League games. Or even way back when, Division 1. Yes, I'm old. I've got grey hair. Deal with it. We move on. So yeah, the only football that we could tune into live, if it was the domestic side of things, was like an FA Cup day, FA Cup finals. They were good. Yeah, other than that, it was Football Italia on Channel 4. Tune. If you know, you know. If you don't, you've missed out big time. But yeah, just watching that, I quickly adopted Inter Milan as my Italian side.
Dennis Bergkamp! Dennis Bergkamp! Dennis Bergkamp! Dennis Bergkamp!
I don't know if it was because obviously being a Spurs fan, we've got blue in us. Obviously we're mainly white, but white and blue. And then our main rivals were Arsenal, who are red, and obviously Inter Milan had AC Milan. Just sort of leaned to that. And I was well happy a few years later when our Sunday League football team actually got given a blue and black striped kit. So yeah, Italian football's always been like a soft spot for me. You think of all the players in Italy over the years: Buffon, Pirlo, Christian Vieri, Del Piero, Paolo Maldini. Obviously he was on the red side of Milan, but what a legend he was. The list just goes on and on. Football in Italy, it's just... goes hand in hand. Showing me age again, but did anyone ever watch Renford Rejects? Because if you did, you'd know about Bruno De Gaddi. Yeah, another kid who sort of thought he was Italian. He went right in though, like a bit too much. I'd go as far as saying Italian football meant a little bit more to me at a younger age. It just, I was tapped into it. I loved it. And one of my first shirts that I really genuinely loved when I was younger was an Italy shirt. Not this one. I'm going to show you it at the end because it's probably one of my prized possessions. It's not in the best of nick. And neither is this one, to be fair. But this is one of the Kappa ones you might remember. Really, really stretchy. I did have it in blue. In fact, I've got it here. I've got it here. Funny story. If you watch my vlogs, you'd know about this. But I decided to iron it, not knowing that... I mean, it's a stretchy material. It's got some sort of like lycra in it, I believe. In fact, I swear it said it somewhere. Yeah, 8%. 8% lycra in there, 92% poly something. So yeah, it was creased one day and I decided to iron it. You don't iron. Just don't. Luckily, I started on the arm and I realised straight away. You can actually still see the little dots on there from where the iron's imprinted into it. So yeah, lessons to be learned. But I had both of these. And not only did I have both of these lycra kits, I also had a couple of Tottenham kits, because anyone that's a Spurs fan would know from that era we did go through a Kappa stage. And obviously to wear this shirt, you needed a bit of a fine physique because they wrap around every single nook and cranny. Nook and cranny. They hug everything on you. No, I'm not going to put it on because quite frankly, I've let myself go. But when I was younger, in shape, I did have a couple of Tottenham kits. Here they are. First up, we've got the blue and black Tottenham one. I think this is from like 2002, 2003 season. Quote me if I'm wrong, but you can't see it here, but I'll do some close-ups. There's a lot of stains on here, and don't worry, people, it's not what you think. I actually rolled this shirt up, and the actual print from the Thompson, the sponsor bit, kind of just like continue to print on the shirt. You'd think a shirt like this would go through quality control. Obviously not. And obviously being blue and black, Tottenham, Inter Milan, there was something there. I like this shirt. And in addition to this stretchy Kappa shirt, I had this one. Yes, it's the yellow one. And if this doesn't scream Timothy Atuba against Newcastle back in whenever it was, I don't know what does.
Goes for goal, brilliantly! Timothy Atuba!
Same again with this one. I rolled it up to pack it away. It's obviously got quite hot. The print on there is printed again. But yeah, Spurs obviously traditionally all white. They mix it up, obviously, white shorts, white socks, blue socks, but always white shirt. In terms of away shirts though, traditionally yellow, but they do dabble with purple. And then you've got the sky blue as well, which is a fantastic shirt. There is a sky blue shirt that I do want to get hold of. I'm going to put it into my bucket list of shirts that I want to add to this collection. And if this video gets, let's say, 1,500 likes, come on guys, helps me that. hit that like button. Tickle the little YouTube algorithm, because my videos have been buried. My channel's been buried. But anyway, 1,500 likes and I'll make a bucket list video of shirts that I want to add to this particular collection here. But yeah, sky blue is another colour that they have adopted for away shirt. And obviously more recently green as well. I may or may not have one. Yeah, I've got one. But from one yellow Tottenham shirt to another. Now, if this doesn't scream Tottenham Hotspur Football Club, I don't know what does. A Holston sponsor. Fantastic. Iconic. But unfortunately, people, not something I was too happy with as a nipper. Now, I actually bought this shirt as an adult just for nostalgic reasons. But when I was younger, I would not have been able to wear it because in my size, they took the Holston logo off, which basically meant it was a fake shirt. It wasn't. It was real, but it felt fake. Obviously, all my friends were running around in West Ham shirts with Dagenham motors on there. You had Arsenal fans in JVC. And then obviously Man United fans had Sharp. But yeah, certain clubs have sponsors that they just go hand in hand with the club. And Holston and Tottenham was one of them. Now, obviously, being under the age of 18, I wasn't allowed to rock Holston because I'm under 18, I can't drink beer. And I guess it would be the same these days for betting sponsors and things like that. So yeah, what I was left with was a plain white Tottenham shirt with nothing on it and a badge. And it just, as I say, it felt a bit fake. So I guess subconsciously, that's why I opted for the away shirts because they're a bit more colourful than a plain white t-shirt and a Tottenham badge on it. I did like this era when Spurs sort of got the Adidas shirts, some of the better shirts that we've had over the years. We did change our sponsor briefly to somebody that I'm going to reveal in a minute. Then we went back to Holston. I was in the same scenario again. But yes, right here, right now, I'm going to reveal to you one of my favourite Spurs shirts of all time. And it's not because it didn't have Holston on it, because I love the Holston sponsor. I really do. It screams Tottenham to me. But for a couple of years, we had this. It's a purple Tottenham shirt. It's a purple away Tottenham shirt, obviously. And Hewlett-Packard go and sponsor us for a couple of years, which means Smiv Boy can rock a shirt with a sponsor on it. I know it's weird to want a sponsor, but I think sponsors play a big part in the look of a football shirt. They can really sort of set them off. And obviously, Hewlett-Packard is not the most iconic brand out there, obviously. It filled a gap on the shirt that I wasn't allowed to have before. So this right here is memories of me feeling like I had a complete football shirt. And not only that, I got the full kit. Of course I did. Throwing up the peace sign and that. So cool. So cool. Yeah, moving on from nostalgic Tottenham shirts to... It's a Huddersfield shirt. Smith, why have you got a Huddersfield shirt? I don't actually own this. It's not part of my collection, but it's a call out, really. I'm just calling out Charlie because I'm just saying, Charlie, come and get your Huddersfield shirt back, please. Long story short, we went to Huddersfield on the road. Charlie's missus is from Huddersfield. She lives down here now, but she supports Huddersfield. She loves them to bits. And I believe she lent him the shirt to go there and wear, and he didn't end up doing it in the end. It was just left in my car for ages. Eventually, I brought it in, put it with all my football shirts, and here it is. But sticking with shirts and clubs that I have no affiliation to, bang! That's a Wolfsburg shirt, and I have no affiliation to them whatsoever. Long story short, and I get some amazing opportunities by doing these videos, so thank you to anyone that's ever given me anything or given me an opportunity to go somewhere or film something or do something. BT Sport got in touch and they were celebrating the return of football, and they were linking up with Bundesliga because Bundesliga came back a few weeks earlier than the Premier League. And they basically said, could you put a post out on Instagram just to say BT Sport and Bundesliga are a thing, and in return we'll send you a shirt. Who's your favourite club? And I was like, haven't really got any affiliation to the German league, but if there was any one, I would say probably Dortmund. I just remember growing up and watching them versus Man United in that luminous yellow kit. If there was any team that I'd probably want to watch, it would be Borussia Dortmund, and it was purely because of the kit. Obviously, time's gone on and they've lost the luminous side of it. It's just yellow and black, and it is somewhere I want to go on the road as well. Could it be a 20 start on the road? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I don't think they've got the memo. It's gonna be a Wolfsburg shirt. But actually, do you know what? This is nicer than the Dortmund kit, and my favourite colour is green, so I can't complain. And even better, I'm going to put some shots up here. This is signed. I don't know any of the players. My knowledge of the Bundesliga and especially Wolfsburg is very, very little. In fact, I have no knowledge. I could probably do some research and find out who some of these players are, but this is a signed Wolfsburg kit. There might be some Wolfsburg fans screaming saying, you don't appreciate this. I do. I think it's a lovely kit. Hence the reason I've never got rid of it, because I think it's quite a special thing. Actually reminds me of the Xbox. I'm probably going to throw an image up here showing it doesn't look like an Xbox at all. However, green, X, that'll do. And yeah, don't forget, signed. And I've got some more signed shirts coming up in this video, so stay tuned. But from one green shirt to another. Are you mad, bruv? That is a disgusting kit. Said a lot of people, but it's green and I like it. It's not just green. It's got a secondary colour, an accent colour if you like, of pink. Is it salmon pink? I don't know. Yeah, this one came out. Bottle green. Did rival fans have a laugh at this one? Spurs bottling it. Perfect kit. Yeah, it is perfect kit. It's lovely. I think it's beautiful. And not only that, it's got a silicon badge. There's lots of types of badges you can get on football kits, but silicon is up there for me. I think it's probably the best. It's just so rubbery and obviously we talk about opportunities with the Wolfsburg kit. BT sending that one through. Nike actually sent this one through. Obviously knowing that I was a Spurs fan, they said, hey, Spurs got new kits coming out. Do you want to promote them? I was like... You want me to promote the Tottenham kit to all of my fans who may or may not be Tottenham fans, but yeah, absolutely. So they sent me this one, and I really like it. So big up Nike. Yeah, we've had the Wolfsburg shirt, which was green. We've had the Tottenham shirt, which is green. We're going on to another green shirt. How many green shirts have you got, Smith? Well, let's have a look. Right here, right now, I have a piece of internet history. It's the Palmer's FC kit. This was one of the first kits that was available for people to buy. If you come onto this channel, by the way, and you don't know who Palmer's FC are, well, I actually ran a channel, a separate one to this, called Palmer's FC, and it's my Sunday League football team. Basically, we film the videos, we film the games. and got a huge following. We're on over 200,000 subscribers now. Many people tune in, week out to watch footballers that basically never made it. So yeah, we did have a kit before this. In fact, this is a blank template of it. It did actually have that logo on it, which was my old video production company. So this was the home kit. This is the Nike Victory kit, and then Nike Victory 2 came out. Here is the home one, by the way. We were playing orange. Yeah, the process of this was to take orders via the website. People used to pay via PayPal, and throughout the week I used to order blank shirts from like Discount Football Kits or Pro Direct Soccer. We would then get the badge printed on. This is quite faded, actually. I don't think these were the best badges, if I'm being honest. And obviously the sponsor as well, as I say, it's my video production company way back when. And then I'd be up till sort of like 3 a.m. emailing people, their tracking info, obviously packing the shirts as well. And I used to send them out with these badges. I've got these badges made. Where are they? I don't know if I've got any. I got some. We've got that one there, which basically says I love Palmers FC. We had the badge. Got to have the badge, didn't you? I don't think this one's very clear, but at the start of every single video I used to say, welcome back to Sunday League Football. That's exactly what it says there. Obviously this one here, this is a blank shirt. This is our first one. No badge. We did have the sponsor. And I think we actually eBayed these. We auctioned them off to help pay for the next season. But yeah, there's a handful of viewers that have probably still got these kits. So yeah, these will be much rarer than obviously the ones that I've just shown you here. Now in the YouTube football scene, we are seen as like the OGs, the originals. We paved the way for all these YouTube football teams to sort of pop up. And that's cool. That is really, really cool. I'm not going to say we invented football on YouTube because that's silly. But we were the first team to consistently do it and tell a story, if you like. Not long after, there was another team that came along and we faced off and a little bit of beef was had, but it's all been sorted now. Do not worry. But I've been told that we sort of set the blueprint, if you like. And we made it available for other clubs to come on board and show that it does work to record amateur games. You don't have to be professional footballers to be entertaining. And that club that came along soon after was a club that have gone on to do bigger and better things. Things that we could never imagine doing. Of course. Smiv, why have you got a hashtag United shirt? Why not? This was actually given to me by Spencer. I really appreciate it. It's actually a really nice shirt. Nice template. Nice little pattern in the background. It's not a silicone badge. But yeah, I went to one of their games on their FA Cup run last year and Spencer actually gave me this shirt, so much appreciated. And you never know, this club could go places and this shirt could be worth a lot of money in the future. Without even realising Spencer could help me pay off my mortgage. You never know. You never know. Yeah, it's really good to see what hashtag United are doing. A lot of people give them stick, but I think it's just because of the name. I've even openly said it, you know, it's the name that sort of a little bit cringy, but for me, you can't ignore what they're doing. They've set up women's football as well, youth football. They're bringing a fresh angle to grassroots football and non-league football and continue doing it basically, lads, because you're absolutely smashing it. So keep up the good work. I don't know if they're going to be getting another kit next season. Who knows? But yeah, Spencer's actually living my dream. He's had an FA Cup day. That is all if I could get Palmers to have an FA Cup day, I would die a happy man. But yeah, they've done that. Obviously got Football Manager as their sponsor, which is fantastic. Their kit's in FIFA. Like, they're doing all these fantastic stuff. So if you don't know about hashtag United, go and check them out. It's an interesting story. But back to the OGs. Welcome back to Sunday League Football. This is a shirt that we're recognised for quite a lot. Orange, black sleeves, white piping on top. And we won everything there was to win in this shirt. It's fantastic. To go from what we did as a Division 4 club, just playing with mates, to winning the Prem, going unbeaten. That's right, we can call ourselves Invincibles. To winning our League Cup as well, that was fantastic. But we went one better and we actually became the best team in Essex. We've got the away shirt here as well in blue. This went down really well with the viewers. Kit Locker obviously put their name to it. Kit Locker are a really cool brand. Done a lot of good things with those guys and continue to as well. They sponsor our current shirt. Obviously we do have digital sponsorship with FOTMob as well, which is a great football app. But yeah, it's mad to think that a Sunday League football team can attract sponsors, and because of that we can allow the players to not have to pay, which is also mad. Season's covered, pitch is paid for, refs paid for. Like, we're extremely lucky. It's very rare that we have to pay for anything, and that's not boasting. That's just saying, like, really being really humble. Like, a lot of things are covered for us. It means the boys can play for free and just concentrate on enjoying football. So yeah, after going from this one with the badge that was just printed on, which isn't the best, obviously I mentioned that faded a little bit, we've gone to this one. I can't remember what the term is. Let me put in a clip.
These are what an awful lot of the kind of semi-pro football clubs will wear. So effectively, we ask a company to produce this, so it's a kind of woven, there's lots of kind of woven elements to this. And then what you'll see when we kind of drop back in is that our machines will just stick a stitch line around it.
Okay.
So it's secure to the shirt, so it is direct embroidered to an extent. Yeah. But whereas traditional embroidery will literally replicate this design onto the shirt in stitches, we've already got the kind of badge set up. Makes it quicker, but the finish is so much better.
But yeah, lovely badge. And they even made a blue and white version to blend in nicely with this one. It's beautiful. Mwah. Now, while we're on Palmers, I might as well show you a couple more because there might be some Palmers viewers in here that might be feeling a little bit nostalgic. Now, we had this shirt for 2 years. I was a little bit old school. You know, when Premier League clubs or professional clubs used to have their shirt for 2 years rather than switching every single year like they do now. They used to have it for 2 years, so you get a little bit of wear out of them. And we did that with our kits. This one, 2 seasons. That one, 2 seasons. But after 1 year, Kit Locker released a limited edition shirt. Only 350 were made. And that is it. It's beautiful. It's white. It's gold. As you look at some close-ups here, the badge was upgraded to be silicon. So we went from that other badge to the silicon badge. And it actually says celebrating 1 year with Kit Locker. And as I say, 350 were made of these. What one is this? Number 1, baby. I've got number 1. And it wasn't just the shirt. They went above and beyond. Look at this. It came with this nice box. And I've actually got one in here all sealed up. It's not one of the 350. It was like a prototype shirt. But it's exactly the same. What do I do with it? But they really went in a certificate of authenticity for a Palmers FC kit. I don't know why 350 were chose, but it did make it a bit rarer and a bit more limited. We sold out straight away. In hindsight, we realised probably a week later we should have done 365 because it was a year. But either way, 350 is available. Let me know your number if you've got one. So obviously Kit Locker did a madness there. They did a madness here as well, ready? Another white shirt, another Palmers FC white shirt. This is a cheap kit. This is like what they call a Nike Park kit. It's a very basic. They come in loads of different colours. But what actually Kit Locker did a while ago was did something called Power Up. They've got a machine there where you can do like customised designs. And we were due to be in our Essex Cup final. And they wanted to make something special with it. We went into that game massive underdogs. Had we lost it, this shirt would have been nothing but just a bad memory, really. But instead,
so we've got a 3-on-2 situation here. He tells number 27 to sit down, please. Draws the number 11 in. Gives it to Lewis, who's free. Yes!
absolute kahunas to make a shirt for a cup final that you probably weren't meant to win, but we've actually done it. So this holds really, really good memories for us. One of the best days of many of our lives to become the best team in Essex. Not many teams can say that, and not many players can be part of a team that have done that. I know it's Sunday League and it doesn't seem much, but the players that are involved in those stages of cup finals play for a wage in football. A lot of them are semi-professional, and we come up against a very, very, very tough side and did them over. So I'm really proud of the boys, and we've got some fantastic memories. And obviously we film our games as well, so we've got them to look back on whenever we want. And I think that's the best bit about what we do. Yes, we have some bad games. We lose games and we put them out as well, but the good times, they're all recorded too. So fantastic what we've done. Now, this Palmers FC partnership with Kit Locker isn't just that, it's with me as well. For those that don't know, I do a series called On the Road where I visit a different ground every single week. Obviously, during lockdown, we've not been able to do that, but the aim is to just rate the experience. And then we compile it into a league table, and you can see non-league teams battling it with Premier League teams, Championship teams and whatnot. It's all been in England and a couple in Wales so far, but the aim is to take it further and go abroad and get different atmospheres and types of cultures involved in those league tables too. But yeah, as I say, that series has done really well, and the conversation was had with Kit Locker, and they were like, merch? And I was like, yeah. And so we did this. Fit, really fit, and you can get it now. Getbackagain.com, or you can go on kitlocker.com and search for On the Road, you'll find me. But yeah, did I get a silicone badge on this? Absolutely, 100%. It's a bold shirt. It's a very simple shirt, but bold and very attractive, if you ask me. Yeah, the silicone badge, beautiful. On the Road, bang! And on the back, little detail in Yet Back Again. I'm a big fan. I hope you are too. Go and grab one. Really help me out. Just one last one from Kit Locker and we'll get back to some proper football teams. Now, Kit Locker had a stage in their development called Created By, and I think their aim, and we didn't actually get around to doing it because I think they had other projects that sort of took priority, but they had something called Created By, whereby they wanted to get lots of influencers on to create their own football kits. It didn't get that far, but they made a little prototype. They made two, in fact. One was called Weekend Warriors and the other was called Park Life Posse. Now, obviously, this isn't an influencer. This is just a made-up kit, but I think it was there to show to influencers and creators and YouTubers and whatnot what you can do. But they sent me this as a prototype, and I actually really like it. It's one of my favourite shirts. I wore this down the gym once. That's right, just once. I have been to the gym other times, but yeah, just once I wore this one. If you've got like a cool logo or something, whack it on a football shirt, why not? So yeah, hooked up massively there. Someone else who hooked me up was a guy called Tom Sharman, good friend of mine now. We met through this whole YouTube football scene. He does a lot of digital stuff, social stuff, production stuff for various different brands and creators and stuff. And someone he is actually working with is Gareth Bale's esports company. I think goes by the name of Elevens, and now that he's with Spurs, it's easier to work with now that he's in the UK. And obviously when he came over, Tom was very kind enough to get me a signed Gareth Bale shirt. So one of the best. Am I a fan of this shirt? I wasn't at first, but it's growing on me. Obviously, all us Spurs fans, we don't like red, do we? We know that. They whack a big red sponsor on the front. AIA obviously have their own branded guidelines, and you'll see in a minute that they're not that strict because they do it for the away kit. They change the colour, but for the home shirt, it's got to be red. Always has. And I think that could be improved heavily if they just change it to blue. No need for red. Get rid of it. Yeah, on the close-ups here, you'll see that Gareth Bale's signature is on there. As I say, this kit is growing on me. I didn't like it at first, but it's becoming, yeah, it's nice. So obviously I've got this kit hooked up by Tom. Thank you very much. Someone else who hooked me up with exactly the same shirt. In fact, the newer version. Yeah, Kit Locker came back, didn't they? Hooked me up. If there's any creators out there, network. If you find a brand that you get on with, you click with, just keep that relationship flourishing and keep helping them out. Do some stuff for free. And in return, sometimes you get cool stuff as well. And that relationship can last a lot longer. There's trust there and you'll get more opportunities. That's a little bit of advice, and it's the reason that I've managed to not have lots of different brand deals from different brands all over the years. But in terms of like FOTMob, I've been working with them for a few years now. Kit Locker the same. Utilita have only just jumped on board, but hopefully that continues to flourish. So there's 3 brands there. And I've actually got them all talking to each other at one point, which is crazy. So continue networking. But yeah, Kit Locker were giving away a few signed Spurs shirts. And me being a Spurs fan, they gave me this. So lucky. And obviously this is a newer version of the one that Tom got, even though it's the same shirt. Spurs were a bit late to the party with the whole shirt sleeve sponsorship, but cinch. All sorted. And this shirt is signed by the whole squad for this season. This is legit, by the way, certificate of authenticity. You'll also see here, you've got all the signatures. As I say, some of the big names on there, Lloris, Sonny, Gareth Bale, Harry Kane. And as I say, don't forget Jedson Fernandez. I think he's actually been sent back to Benfica. Oh no, he went back to Benfica. He's gone back out on loan. He's at Galatasaray now. It just didn't work out for him. I mean, if he couldn't put in a performance against non-league Marine, then yeah. So yeah, of course, it's very rare for me to have white Spurs shirts, but I did get one. And I think subconsciously it's because, well, it wasn't Holston, therefore it had a sponsor and it felt like a complete shirt. I am such a twat. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe there's only one Smiv and I've got number 1 at the back. I'm not a goalkeeper by trade. Comment below, Smiv's a twat, pass it on. Obviously, I've got the signature from Gareth Bale. It's a shame that I can't get the signature for Gareth Bale on this shirt because an absolute madness this season he did. And yeah, talking about Gareth Bale, 40-odd games where Spurs couldn't get a win. Like I say, draw at best from a left back. And it was an absolute genius move because Harry Redknapp saw that Bale had some sort of quality and he stuck him in left midfield and the rest is history. You just wonder how many hidden gems are locked up in a position sitting on the subs bench just by changing their position and moving them somewhere different on the field. It could unlock one of the greatest players that have ever graced the game. Am I saying that about Gareth Bale? He's definitely an amazing player and you cannot deny it. How many shirts have we got left? I've got 2 more shirts. One of them is a Tottenham shirt and one of them is an Italy shirt. While we've got Tottenham, let's get the Tottenham one out of the way. Bang! Oh, it's gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. I don't think Tottenham's record in this kit was great, and it's a shame because this is a fantastic shirt, one of the best they've had. Some might say I'm overreacting, but honestly, I love a 2-tone kit. And the thing that also makes this much better is the retro Nike logo. Oh, it's gorgeous. Collars as well. This just feels so retro. I think a few other clubs come out with this sort of design. Not this particular design, but they came out with a retro Nike logo. I think it was like a 3rd kit thing. I think Chelsea did it, PSG did it. Don't know if Roma did it. And this was Tottenham's design. As I say, it wasn't the best record, but this was, I love this kit. I think it's beautiful. And that's what I like about certain kits. If they've got bold colours, it's a win. 2-tone, just so much neater. What can improve this? Obviously a silicone badge. Oh, mate, it's gorgeous. It's really nice. Really, really nice. And we go from a really, really nice kit to one that's not in the best of nick, but holds dear memories. Quite frankly, I've wore it since I was young. It's the same shirt. Bang! Just makes me smile, really. It does. Story behind this one was my sister, I believe, worked in the Nike store, and I think this was around Euro 96, which is one of the best tournaments I've ever witnessed. Euro 96 is what really, really, really got me into football. Obviously, it wasn't great for England in the end. We went out to Germany in that grey kit. The lead up to it was fantastic. That Gaza goal over Colin Hendry's head against Scotland. And then there was that thumping of Netherlands. I think we beat them 4-1. Shearer and Sheringham masterclass. I seem to remember we beat Spain in the knockout stages. I believe we beat them on penalties, and penalties in England is not a thing, but we did it. And then obviously met Germany where it didn't go so well. As for Italy, Euro 96 was probably one to forget. They got knocked out of the group stages. But if you look back on it, I believe their group was Germany and Czech Republic who went through, and Germany and Czech Republic was the actual final. Karol Poborski, Patrick Berger. Yeah, decent team. So obviously memories in terms of how they did in this shirt was not great, but for me it was one of the first shirts that I could I go back to Tottenham and the Holston thing. Internationals didn't have sponsors, so I could rock this without a sponsor and be like, yeah, it's cool. I believe the match worn ones, they didn't actually have the Nike logo, but this was an official replica. And who does it have on the back? Because you can't see it from here, but this has actually got a number on the front. It says number 3. And for those that know, bloody Paolo Maldini in it. And the back is actually in good nick, but the front is not so good nick. How much is this shirt worth? Well, on Classic Football Shirt, it was an absolute bargain for £124. I don't know if mine would be worth more because of the name. However, mine would be worth a hell of a lot less because of the actual condition of it. I've been wearing this since I was young. I have cats as well. Football shirts and cats do not go. And to be honest, I'd never sell this shirt because it holds such a nostalgic value that, you know, if I parted with it, it's just no point. I do know there are some shirt restorers that they can, you know, rejuvenate the print on the front, so maybe I'll get the print on the front sorted with the number 3. But yeah, this is one of my favourite shirts, not through design but more just through the memories. I think that'll be the same for anyone. Like, there might be people that have certain football shirts that might not necessarily be the nicest of designs, but they hold just wonderful memories of them when they were growing up. But yeah, that has been my football shirt collection. I hope you enjoyed it. A few stories in there talking about adding to my collection. If you want me to do that bucket list video, let's hit 1,500 likes on this one, and hopefully I'll return very, very soon with more videos. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.